Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to KGX to the Z TV. Chelsea saved me today, folks. Absolutely saved me today. Saved my ass. Pause. You see, a certain preview I did with my brother JM Villa Noir. Go check out the preview that we did yesterday. There was a friendly wager, a competition. These bad boys right here. Carolina Reaper hot chili peppers. Chelsea lost. Your boy KG was going to have to take one of these to the dome. Woo! Thank you, João Pedro. I mean this from the bottom of not only my heart, but the bottom of my stomach. Because these things right here, yo, they smell like death. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to throw these away. I ain't got to do these no more. They are done. Actually, hold on, dog. Don't leave them alone. Leave them. But yes, Chelsea 4, Aston Villa 1. Huge 3 points on the board for us. Massive 3 points. Especially considering what transpired midweek, right? Yesterday, Wolves snatching all 3 points. The last minute deflected goal versus Liverpool. Newcastle pulling one out, down to 10 men. Stoppage time goal, left-footed curler. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. And then with us taking care of business at Villa Park, massive 6-pointer. We did our job. Chelsea fans, we can rejoice today. We can be happy. We can enjoy. We can just sit back and just be calm, relax the ball for once. Because we have gone on the road and taken care of business, and boy, did we take care of business today. Belt to motherfucking ass. Bop, bop, bop. Bop. One more for the 4th goal. João Pedro hat trick. João Pedro. Stop. Actually, do not stop. Please, brother. Whatever you do not stop, because you are absolutely carrying our attack. This brother is on fire. Absolutely on fire. 10 goals, I think, in his last 12 in the league. He's up to, I want to say, 16 GNA in the league, 14 goals, a couple assists. On form, the best striker in the league. And today's finishes were professional finishes, calm finishes. The tap in on the first goal, Gusto gets in behind. The nice, lovely chipped goal over Emi Martinez for the second one, and then of course the hat trick. I mean, just some playable. But let's go to the lineups. Let's rewind selector. Right, we've got big call in goal. Jorgensen in goal. Sanchez dropped after the disaster class versus Arsenal. His distribution out the back, absolutely terrible. At fault for the second goal. Rightly dropped today. We're going to need Sanchez at some moments in this year, absolutely going forward. Overall, in the grand scheme of things, he's had a very good year by his standards. One of the best keepers in the league, but he's always got those moments. So huge call today. Jorgensen in goal, surprised everybody. Right back was Gusto. The 2 center backs, Fofana came back. Trev was back in there, and then Hato remained at left back. Cucurella still not healthy enough. Midfield was shaken up a little bit. No Santos today. It was Enzo, it was Caicedo, and it was the captain, the gaffer, the skipper, Reece James. Left side was Garnacho. Right side was Cole Palmer. And up top, the man, JP20. And things could not have started worse for us, brother. Boy, do I tell you, they could not have started from Aston Villa's first attack, first foray into our territory, into our half, and they score. And it was a lovely goal. I'm not gonna lie, fantastic finish by Douglas Luiz, but just another goal of our own making. Right, poor clearance by Trev. They 1-2 passes cut through. We allow them. Hato allows them. Doesn't get tight enough to I can't even remember who it was. Maybe Matty Cash on that right side puts the ball in, and Douglas Luiz with a nice little back, not kind of half back heel flick, just lovely goal. Nutmegs Reece James. Nothing really Jorgensen can do, and it's 1-0, and we're like, we've seen what this team can do at times when we get down. We've seen us put our head down, pout, go on to defeat, but not today. Not today. Not today. The fellas manned up, and we should have had a penalty early. Reece James cuts back inside. The left back, it was Matson, former Chelsea kid, leaves his leg out there. Should have been a penalty. Wasn't a penalty. But we get back into it, and we're dominating possession. We're creating chances, and we're playing well, right? There's a couple opportunities, and there's a couple moments. There's a ball over the top that Fofana, man, Fofana. But we'll talk through that one. But we get the goal back. Cole Palmer plays a pass to Gusto. Gusto first, or actually no, I'm sorry, it was Enzo. Enzo plays a pass over the top to Gusto. Gusto cuts it back across. JP is there in the box where you want your number 9 to be. Taps it in. It's 1-1, and we're getting things rolling. We're starting to dominate possession. Aston Villa's just sitting back in their half, looking to exploit the space in behind on the counter. They almost do. They hit a ball over the top, and Wesley Fofana tried today. He tried today to get Villa back in the game. He tried to allow Ollie Watkins to repeat his same performance at Stamford Bridge from earlier in the season in December, where he bagged a brace. Because this brother, my God, I'm not sure if he's got 2 brain cells up there, because some of the stuff that he does, he goes down today from just the slightest contact. Ollie Watkins is in 1v1 because Trev is on a recovery run. Trev does very well to get back and just to throw Ollie Watkins off. Jorgensen makes a big stop. Watkins, you could say, maybe slowed down a little bit, anticipating the foul. But still, big stop, big save by Sanchez. Good job by Chalova to really get back and just to be a nuisance, right? We know sometimes, defending is all about just making your presence known to just off-put the attacker, throw them off a little bit, little shoulder here, off-balance somebody so that it throws off their shot. So, yeah, big up Jorgensen. Shot stopping today was very good. There were some couple moments where he was a little nervy on the ball, but generally didn't have too much to do. But we get the second goal right before the half, and like I've always said this on the stream, said this on other match reviews, when you get the second goal before the half, it does something to the other team, right? Your whole mood going into halftime, going into the changing room, it's altered. It changes, right? Because you think you're going in and it's an even game, it's anyone's contest. The next thing you know, you're down 2-1, and you have to come out and you have to respond. You have to act differently. You maybe have to push out a little bit more. And Villa did. Villa played with a high line, and once we figured it out, much like once we figured out under Poch when we played Spurs in that 4-1 win away to Spurs, where it took us some time to really figure it out, the time the runs, but there were balls being sprayed over the top by Enzo. And Enzo had 2 assists today. He didn't play great. He wasn't very good on the ball, apart from playing those 2 passes and those 2 assists. But Garnacho was a consistent runner. And look, I got to be honest, Garnacho didn't have the worst game today. Should have scored at the end. He did get an assist, another tap in for João Pedro for his hat trick. He was causing Matty Cash problems. And that's not so much as Garnacho playing well. That's what the fuck, Matty Cash? You let this guy, who hasn't played much over the last couple of months, you let this guy come to Villa Park stink the place out and cut in on that right foot, get shots in, get crosses in. He had a cross in the first half that was just like his cross at the end of the Arsenal match that we should have gotten on the end of and we should have buried. But you let that guy do the only thing that he's good at. And props to Garnacho in the second half for the assist, because even though it's a simple tap in and it's a sweaty goal in FIFA where you just square it across and it's the keeper always does the exact same thing. I was expecting him to shoot, to take the selfish route, but he doesn't. He kills the game right then and there. Villa put their heads down, allow us to sort of just run rampant. We could have had 6 today. Cole Palmer gets an open play goal. Cole Palmer, first half, decision making terrible, slow, not there. Had one good shot early that troubled Emi Martinez that he sort of palmed away. But that second half, that's the Cole Palmer that we expect. That's the Cole Palmer that we know is there. And look, I've been harsh on him, various channels, Footy Judge Mo's channel, the Catch Up, Watch Along Streams, Lewis's channel. And I been deserving criticism because he has not played well. He has not played well. But that second half today, he ran the things. He ran the show. He was popping up in the half space. He was on the turn. He was looking forward, front foot. He was playing some, oh my God, he was playing some fantastic through balls in behind. Gusto, this brother, just brain dead, right? There weren't too many terrible and poor performances today. Gusto was one of them, even though he got an assist, but he played one where João Pedro should have had his hat trick much earlier. And we just couldn't make the most of it. He had another couple passes to Garnacho on that left-hand side that Garnacho couldn't do anything with it. Enzo had a lovely opportunity to get a hat trick of assists. He played a ball in over the top to Garnacho. Garnacho should have probably hit it first time, but didn't trust himself, low on confidence, chops it back, and then ends up falling over and losing. That was just kind of a theme to him. He was falling over a lot. Looks like he needed to maybe change his studs, but big-time performance today. Big time result. Super, super thrilled. I thought Rosinha got nearly everything correct, right? He made the rotation. We got Cucurella, got some minutes coming back from his hamstring injury. Even brought in Tosin. That's how confident Rosinha was. He said, you know what? With this scoreline, not even Tosin can fuck it up. And Tosin, to his credit, did well. For the limited minutes that he played, he was dominant aerially. He was clearing some chances out. Decent marking. No complaints. Trev, a little sloppy with his passing, but you're going to expect that because he's not the greatest with the ball at his feet. But defensively was fairly sound apart from the goal. Like I said, Jorgensen didn't have too much to do. Hato was fairly solid today. No complaints about Hato. Caicedo, fantastic. Just cleaning everything up. Midfield just absolutely dominated them. Right, Lavia came on, got some minutes. It was nice to see him. Santos got some minutes. Nice to see him. And we'll probably see a combination of those two guys, maybe with Enzo too. Hopefully Caicedo gets some rest on the weekend when we play Wrexham. Maybe dare I say, Dario Asugo maybe get some cleanup minutes in here and there, but. Massive 3 points. Got to keep this momentum up because it's Wrexham next in the cup. Wrexham's going to be up for it. There's going to be a lot of eyes on that game because of who's Wrexham's owners are and things like that, especially on the American side of the coverage, right? Deadpool FC. But then after that, it's the big one. PSG away, Parc des Princes. Hopefully we get some much needed rest and we don't have to bring on the likes of Palmer, the likes of Caicedo to do it. So Delap's going to get some minutes. Garnacho might even get some minutes in that. Hopefully, Esteval is starting to get back. Maybe Jesse Derry is around and can get some minutes. But we need to take business there and take care of business early. Saturday kickoff. So look, not much rest. We played Sunday, we played Wednesday, and then now we played Saturday. Right? Villa played Friday versus Leeds. Had 2 extra days of rest. Didn't matter because they're a team that's just looking like they're on their last legs, right? They're injury depleted. Onana was pulling up today with holding his hamstring, holding the back of his knee. So they're struggling right now, and it was nice to see us take advantage of that. And I'm not going to lie, kick a team while they're down. So look, big up everybody. Big up the homie JM for the preview, and big up for him for jumping on Jimmy's stream and coming into the Lions Den with all the Chelsea fans when we're in full pomp. because we were feeling ourselves today. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the match. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Appreciate all my OGs checking in with me. And as always, man, much love. Up the Chelsea. Peace.